Welcome to your first time Yojo lesson, Gremmy.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
You excited? Cool.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
All right, well, let's start with a few basics. How long have you been playing?
I've been trying to grind Peach for about like a year now. Really hard, but I've been playing on and off for a long time.
But you're starting to really grind in the last year.
Yeah, I swapped the box. I think in August.
Okay.
So I've been playing box since August.
Okay. Where do you consider your skill at now?
How do people usually rate that? Like, what's the range looking like?
Everyone says completely different things here.
Uh,
This is an
I
exercise
would
in vibes.
I would probably say I'm like low mid level.
Low mid, interesting. Okay. What are your goals in melee?
I want to be PR in Texas. That's my goal.
Texas. Cool. Okay. So today we're talking about Peach versus Fox pressure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna start hitting you with some flashcards. Or actually, are there any questions you wanted to go in before I start like framing things my way? Are there any?
I mean, nothing. We've talked a lot already, and I talk to Kuno whenever I'm not talking to you or Ali. Like those, you're like my triumvirate of help right now.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I've gotten some good ideas on like what I'm bad at, but I also like the only people I play on that player, like Falco players. Like I play Warm and Chill and Ali, and then Kuno plays whatever. So like, I've noticed. Like generally, I just suck at defensive play. Like they always say I'm good in the scrap, and then I'm like bad at defensive play. I'm bad at edge guards, which I'm working on, and then I'm bad at like I hang myself whenever people play defensive against me. So like Falcos will delay timings and stuff. They'll go top line and wait a second. Like any waits fuck me up. I'm really bad at like understanding what my opponent wants to do. I think so. That's not really a question, but it's like the stuff I'm venting, I guess.
Okay.
So, like things I've noticed.
No, this is good. I want to know. Okay. I want to know where your head at. I want to know what you're feeling. So, okay. I'm gonna make sure that you understand shield pressure.
Okay.
Shield pressure is really important. So, what is the difference? I'm gonna focus just on Fox today. Falco will come in naturally throughout conversation, but I'm gonna frame everything through Fox.
Yeah, that's cool to me.
What is the difference between, or like, what is the difference between Fox Nair and Fox Bear? Tell me any differences you know between those moves.
I honestly don't even think about it like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, not really.
All right, what do you think I'm looking for?
I mean, it's probably gonna be frame data, how laggy they are when you L cancel them. I don't know like frame data stuff, so I would just assume that one is faster than the other, one has better spacing on shield than the other one does.
Which one is safer on shield?
Probably back here.
Why?
Just because it has a bigger poke, and I'm gonna imagine with spacing, I can't really hit them back with anything.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. We got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably.
So, follow-up question. What is the difference between Fox and Falco's Bear and Nair?
I don't know.
The correct answer is nothing. They're exactly the same moves, except for like spacing sizes. People like feel like Falco's Bear is stronger, but it's exactly as strong as Fox's.
Yeah, I honestly like never even considered them being different. I just treat them the same. So if they were different, I didn't know.
Okay, cool.
So that's good. That's good.
So back air. So Nair has 7 frames of landing lag. Back air has 10.
Okay.
This is the difference between shield grab ability and not shield grab ability. You can shield grab back air.
Even if it hits the top of my shield, is it still shield grabbable?
It is the most shield grabbable if it hits top of your shield, because then there's a few frames of delay between hitting shot with shield, falling, and then landing, and then all canceling. The lower something is, the more safe on your shield it is.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Like I knew that already, but like I feel like I fight Chill yesterday a lot, and I feel like he'd Falco near the top of my shield, and I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Like shield grab boys.
Who Falco Bear at top of your shield?
Nair on the top of my shield.
Nair. Okay. Well, a difference between Fox and Falco Bear and Nair. Melee frame Falco is so back air. It auto cancels after frame 22. Fox also auto cancels in frame 22. Fox's short hop takes longer, or no, is faster than Falco's.
Yeah.
So Fox's short hop, if he does a perfect one, he doesn't get this auto cancel frame. He lands on frame 21.
Okay.
Falco, whenever he short hops, he lands on frame like 24 or something like that.
Okay.
So Falco can space short hop back airs and Fox can't because they have different jump height systems.
Okay.
But they're otherwise the same move. So that's why Falco bear pressure on shield is genuinely a completely different game than Fox bear pressure on shield. They are like completely unrelated systems.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. They throw like a really shitty like fade away or fade in backer, but they just get shine off of it. You know what I mean? Like it looks deceptive for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to treat Fox and Falco bear as really different moves, even though they are literally the exact same move.
Okay.
Just because the characters they're attached to is totally different. But in terms of low hits on shield, so L cancel lag, pretty relevant to shield pressure, right?
Yeah.
But something people overlook a lot is how relevant damage is to shield pressure. Damage is so like a really, really, really high knockback move that's really low damage. Let's say a move that does like 2% but kills you at like 20. A move like that is less safe on shield than a move that has no knockback but does 4% on shield.
Okay.
Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's about the equation roughly works out to every 3% is another frame of shield stun. So that
you talking about the damage? What's the 12 to 9 that was staling or something? I'm not
9 is the weak hit. With staling, so
okay,
12 is strong hit, 9 is weak hit, 15 is strong
Okay.
hit, 9 is weak hit.
got you.
Yeah. So, the higher damage a move is, the more safe on shield, or the more shield stun it has. But this frequently, just like naturally throughout the game works, gets offset by a higher damage move having more lag. So back air, even though it does more frames of shield stun than Nair, it has 3 more frames of L cancel lag. Whereas if this number was 8, it would be basically about the same on shield as Nair.
Okay.
Does that all make sense?
Yeah. So I'm following that. So what does that mean for me as the lowly Peach player?
Well, so what I'm eventually building to is this move. There's a reason
down here.
the only move that I have linked in here is drill. Fox's drill is like, so I'm gonna keep building up to it a little bit if that's okay.
Yeah.
So Falco's shine. Do you know the damage difference between Fox and Falco shine?
No.
Okay, so Falco shine, it does 8%. Fox shine, it does 5%.
Okay.
So remember that like 3% rule I told you earlier? So so Falco shine is a whole extra frame safer on shield than Fox's.
Okay. Sure.
But Falco has 2 more frames of jump squat than Fox. So Falco shine is actually less safe on shield than Fox's.
Okay. Great. Great.
This shit gets pretty complicated. Part of what I'm trying to drill into you is that you started coming to me talking about Fox and Falco pressure, and I was like, nah, you can't treat that as one thing. That's part of my goal right now. I'm trying to treat these as more different things.
In general, I just struggle when Spaceys run at me. I feel like I'm just lost on, like, I know Peach doesn't have like a crazy amount of options, but I know I'm not doing a lot. Like I'm getting like I'm getting free nared by like these Neanderthals and shit like that, and I just get mixed up by drill, which is why you link drill, because I can't just deal with that normally, you know.
Okay.
So I definitely understand where you're trying to go.
Okay. I kind of want to just play you.
Okay.
Would that be fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I want to hit you with Fox stuff. What's your connect code?
It's just quest to 0.
Okay, mine's ham973. How do you spell? Oh, got it. Yeah. Spacey pressure on shield is pretty is like a bit of a labyrinth. It's not easy.
Good. You warm up a little bit. Thingy out.
No.
What the heck? Hold on. Ooh. Oh.
Oh, I wanted it. Oh. I need better box angles.
I stopped doing that recently. I don't know why I'm doing that again. Okay.
Did you change box firmware recently?
No.
I have no idea.
I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that.
I'm waiting until whatever the rule set is gets more finalized before I start switching.
Yeah, I saw that Peach player talk on Twitter about the firmware being really buggy.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
No.
Let me take those, sure.
All right, we can play one more. I found some stuff
Sure.
to look at
Need to
there.
warm up. I need to cook a little bit too. That was not indicative. That was. That was.
I'm kind of cooking right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, playing well.
Oh, that was mine. That was my ledge. Oh, you're dead.
Trying to get a little too close.
Okay, cool. All right.
So from what I talked to Ali J about, my biggest problems are I'm awful at crouch cancel. I'm the worst crouch cancel on the planet. I just don't know how to use it.
Okay. Can you see what I'm writing down?
Yeah.
Okay. Shield pressure, frame data. I'll skip to 1/3 through this game. So you're between stocks right here, and you're like fucking around, not grabbing turnips, and then you're staying really, really grounded. There's a lot of layers of mix-ups that the really good peaches do. So we're at 703. From 703 to when Fox gets about right here, right there. So from 703 to 7 to 7. This has to be something that you have to have like a lot of layers of game plans about. You should like have a dream about this scenario by thinking about it so much.
So when Fox dies, I think about how to avoid Fox invincibility.
Exactly. Okay. And you should have ideas about that for every character.
Okay.
Peach has tools off stage when she has time to set up. Fall timing mix-ups, jump mix-ups, float mix-ups, up B mix-ups, air dodge mix-ups, turnip throw mix-ups, falling aerial mix-ups. These are all the mix-ups that Peach has if she does a full hop right here and like starts or like threatens floating right here and like makes me jump for her. Whenever you're grounded, your mix-ups are shield, dash, scream. Those are your options against an invincible Fox in this scenario.
Okay.
These options are not as good as these options.
Yeah, I would say that's fair. I think I'm noobing a bit because I watched Armada talk about Fox, and I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched him like talk about the matchup on the stupid little Metafy thing. He said play grounded, so I've just been like forcing myself to sit on the floor a little too much. No, genuinely, I think that's partially it. So.
Okay. Okay, so I think what I want you to be considering more is that I start this jump nair, like right here, and I think what you need to be doing that I didn't feel like you were doing is seeing that I jump naired here and knowing that after I start the jump nair, I'm going to land behind you and making a specific decision because I'm now behind you. I didn't feel like you were making very specific decisions based on my changing positions around you.
Yeah, I don't think I do that.
Okay. That is
often. Unless it's super all against Falco, I think I can tell when I'm gonna get crossed more, and I'll wave dash into the center stage here, right? Or like I can throw turnip out of shield or literally whatever. But against Fox, I don't know. I just don't. So I'm not thinking about it.
When Fox cross up nair Peach's shield. This is my like immediate default list of options. Wave dash in away from where Fox is landing. Light shield. This is a big one. Because
I don't use light shield at all.
Light shield is really important against this kind of pressure. Light shield is big.
Okay.
Roll.
I'm not holding turnip. I can down smash if you're not invincible too, right? So, if I'm not like if I'm not holding turnip and you're not invincible, I can like double jump down smash too, right? Maybe.
Yeah, but that requires as many frames as it takes to get a nair or a turnip throw or a grab out.
Okay.
So in terms of like the heat map, that is functionally irrelevant.
Okay.
Jump nair. If not, invincy.
Okay.
So this shine right here, if you light shielded it, then you would have slid really far this way, and you would have actually been on the other side of me now, and I would have had to like up tilt to continue the pressure. And if you light shield with that up tilt, then we would be like basically equal in frames, and you'd have an out.
Okay.
Light shield prevents shield poking. Duh. Pushes you away way further. Key utility. Especially for Peach, because Peach's shield isn't that good, and her movement out of shield isn't that good. If she had a free frame jump squat and a better shield, this wouldn't be that big of a deal. But she has a very slow jump squat, so she needs whatever movement options she can while she's stuck in this position, and light shield is an important movement option.
Okay.
You had no idea what to do against a fox with a turnip on a side plat.
Oh.
You had no idea. You were terrified. I'm trying to figure out what you're like, how you were approaching it, but you were just scared. You gotta be less scared. You gotta just try and attempt at solving a puzzle. I think this is just like general Peach stuff. Your most underused move is fair. You need to be using fair more. All right. What percent does Nair knock down for Peach? Just guess. I also don't know the answer.
40. I think 40 or something. It's high.
You think
it's probably high?
You think Nair is like 40?
Yeah, like maybe 35 to 40. Yeah.
Okay. What percent do you think fair knocks Fox down?
Like 20.
Dude, it's 0.
20. It's 0. I thought you crouch. I'm thinking like without crouch it's probably like 0. Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing. If I'm crouching the fair, it's still good for you because you're still Peach, right?
Okay. And
you can just like down smash or grab or jab after. So if I'm not crouching as Fox, let's see how long this knocks down. Yeah, this knocks down at 0. That means if you call me out of a single jump right now, so if you're floating right here, and I'm like doing this shield, and you call out whenever I jump, and you hit me with a fair, you get a knockdown on me. A fucking knockdown. I think you're not like appreciating how big of a difference getting low percent knockdowns are, and how much space fair covers to set that kind of thing up.
Okay.
This is I was actually talking to Tony about this earlier today. We were like talking about like Bowser, and I was talking about how Peach and Bowser are of the same DNA, because their whole kit is based around if Bowser can get a forward air, which means he calls out a timing and is in the right position to call out a jump or a shield drop or an early attack. If Bowser can get the forward air, he's winning. It's the exact same for Peach and Ganon. They're all the same. If they are getting their forward airs, they're winning at any percent. At any time, these characters love forward airs, and if you're someone who can place forward airs well, even better than all like the shield pressure, whatever you have, I would rather you be better at placing forward airs.
Okay. Can we try another one real quick? Actually, would you be okay with that?
Do you want to play more?
Yeah. Like 2 more.
Yeah, I'm down.
Cool.
I'm also down to play after. I usually give a lesson and then I like get to talking.
Yeah, I'm just thinking right now, and I just want to apply first and then talk about it again.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay. Sounds good.
If you think that's a good idea.
That's fine. Give me melee. Alright, I'm searching.
Can we just go Battlefield for it?
Yeah, I don't
so
care.
I can practice again? Okay, that's good.
Wasn't that fair juicy? Yeah, if you didn't light shield that Nair, I would have gotten to get a big pressure string started. I can't believe you got around that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that one tiptoe, 33 toes. So I've never pressed light shield on box before. I'm actually doing it for like the first time right now. My fucking muscle memory is freaking out. I'm not gonna lie to you. The muscle memory is freaking out.
I've been going through crazy muscle memory stuff, changing my controls for HDR. I turned L into my parry button, and that's been bizarre.
I swear no one I ever play calls that out, ever. That actually just gave me trauma. I'm not gonna lie.
Sheik calls those like falling fares out a lot with needles or fares of her own, so it just feels a lot like that for me. Headshot.
Fuck.
Fucking COD.
Yeah, I'll
COD
do one more
headshot
and then I'll talk
360'd.
again. Don't COD headshot me.
Could have added in the sound.
But too late.
I thought I was gonna air dodge through that.
You fucking son of a bitch. I'm serious. Come here. Oh, dude. I didn't know how to finish that. I did not know how to finish that.
I mix up where I SDI your little toes, and it freaks Peaches out. Oh, I should have SDI'd 6 more times.
It's true. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play less newbie for you right now so we can actually talk. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Ah, there you go. Oh.
Ooh. No, I was wave dashing behind you. Oh.
Yeah, I trolled. I trolled. Nice. Okay. Okay, those felt better. I felt more human. Okay. You're talking it. Sorry. I need to play a little more human.
Okay. Well, how are you feeling so far? Do you have any thoughts, questions?
I mean, I just struggle with picking my spots. And I'm not like playing super technically well right now, but I feel like my issues just show more when I'm not playing like 100%. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like I don't know where to take spots when you approach me and stuff like that.
I try to coach a lot on macro game. I know that your micro game and your punish game and your frame data, whatever, or your frame type punishes are better than what I'm seeing right now. But this whole time I've been focusing on your macro game anyway.
Okay.
A lot of discussing like frame data shit helps me inform how I decide when and where to go in.
Okay.
I think that to a lot of people, the frame data, like this is more safe on shield here or here thing, it feels like it's applicable in scraps, but I mainly apply it in like neutral when setting up my decisions.
Okay.
So I'm trying to help you set up so that your tech skill and punish game, which I know you're already good at, can perform better and can be used in better spots.
Okay, that makes sense. Because how I feel when I play somebody that's like my skill level or a little worse is I could be performing a lot better on punish, but then like for example, I'll watch Lunar Melee and he has like the whole thing set up where you can watch Peach do 5-hit combos for like an hour or whatever, right? And I feel like I drop so much of like my weak hit. This is a completely different conversation. I'm just venting. Like I'll do like he'll do like the weak hit nair and the weak hit nair, right? And I don't understand hit stun or like when I'm supposed to be throwing out these moves or like the eye trajectory. Like I don't know what it is, but I feel like I can do like two combos. You know what I mean? I can do the basic Peach like side plat top platform, weak back hit nair. Or I just do like a basic edge guard, like they're like, you know, like under a side platform, and I get like 3 hits, and then I fair them, and then they're dead. You know what I mean? I feel like I can't milk hit stun, or I don't understand like trajectory. Like I don't know how to set things up to where I have like a more complex punish game. That's a whole different conversation. But like when I play you, I'm so focused on playing defensively that like it shows like I just drop so much basic stuff, and it's because like I don't know. Like when I'm in a spot with you, like in a scrap, and I get like a knockdown, right? Like I don't know what, like I'm not looking ahead. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Sometimes like I just feel kind of lost. Like you tech away and I go okay, or you tech into me and I'm just not covering it. Like I feel like really lost on knockdown whenever I'm thinking about other stuff in the game, like trying to survive neutral.
Yeah, no.
So when I get the punish, I'm like, oh my god, like where the fuck do I go?
This is why a lot of players, when they play really good players, they're like, oh, I was playing bad. And one of the big reasons why is because good players avoid the positions that we can smell the worst players are looking for. And when I'm not letting you get into the positions that like Yin lets you get in, it feels like you're playing a different game because you are. I'm not letting you play your game. I'm making you play a different game.
It's you're different from like Warm and Chill too, for sure. It's definitely different. Like when you play Spacies, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially because I'm going to have worse tech skill and, like, some worse instincts in them and a lot of stuff, too. But I just love macro game stuff. So I just end up in really different positions than they do. It's, like, not even if I'm, like, better or worse than them. I'm just making you play a really different game than they're making you play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, hit stun milking. Whenever you're looking at, like, a badass Bobby combo, the difference between like Bobby and like Lesser Falcos is he starts the combo from a different position with a different timed move with a different hitbox of it. It's not reacting to the hit, it's setting up for the hit.
Okay.
Which is funny because you're saying that that's like a different conversation, but it's a very related conversation. So just basically the you didn't know forward air knockdown at 0. If you watch like Armada combos now, you'll see him spamming forward air at 0, and it'll be like, oh cool, they're at 0, and now I know that after the forward air, they're at 15% knockdown right here. And because they're knocked down right here, and this is a situation that I prepared for, so like Armada prepared in his head for Fox to be knocked down here while he was hovering in the top platform waiting to come down with a float fair. So he had this plan, and then he has this scenario where he's really comfortable with knocking down at 0. He knows that his mix-ups are heavy nair, which knocks him off stage a little bit, versus light nair, which knocks into the ledge, which he can't do because they're at too low percent. So he doesn't light nair, he only does the heavy nair. And then he gets a heavy nair after that, and then the light nair down here, and that one kills them.
Yeah, so I understand, I know that I'm fishing for the situations into knockdown, like before I throw fair, like I'm already playing for the tech chase. It's just that when I'm playing you, it's hard to think about that because I'm trying to focus on like actually winning a situation in neutral, I guess, right? But like I understand that stuff. I get like I'm looking for the fair, and then I play my tech chase, and then I get my punish off that. Like I play 2 tech chases, the one after I hit the fair, and then when I play side plat or something like that, right? So I understand that concept. I think what I'm struggling with is like my game plan isn't good because I don't get like how I'm supposed to hit fair. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Armada says to like play really grounded in the matchup because like most of your best options are going to be while you're grounded. It's like the tech chase, your dash attack, stuff like that. And instant flow nairs. You told me the first time we talked, like I should be taking space with nair away from Fox. I shouldn't just be dash dancing or floating. Like I need to be throwing out hitboxes. So I'm trying to do that, and then I just get a little lost in the sauce on like how I'm supposed to find like you're saying, like he's top plat throwing down fair. Like I'm trying to, like the game plan is too complex. Like I'm just a little lost, you know?
I think, okay, so let me think for a second.
No, I'm just rambling, so.
I think the complexity is more intimidating to you than it should be because you just haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
That's what I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe. And I think that once you push a little bit of the complexity, a little bit of the frame data stuff, the rest of it will come together easier and faster than you expect.
Okay.
I would like put money on that.
Okay. So like, for example, in the frame data, like how that would be helpful is like Fox is using nair and neutral, so I know how much lag he has before he hits the ground, and then I can guess based off of where I'm standing what I can hit him with, something along those lines. Like that's where I would use frame data because I've never really I don't even think about numbers when I'm playing that much at all. I just
Well, let's watch us play, and I can point out some things that I would see.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think I can hit anything off that. I thought I could do dash attack like right after I hit you, and then I was like, I don't know.
Okay, so after this forward air, I think regardless of where I went, you should have. So you started the float right here, right? And the forward air comes out here.
I could drop to the platform. Actually, would be better.
But you hit the fair and then you stand still like an insect. And I think that's because so I don't expect you to like have the whole like Armada fair nair flow chart thing that I was describing earlier, but I think you're not taking it seriously enough that you get a knockdown and then you stood still after.
I'm not glad. I didn't think you slid off.
Here's the thing. Regardless of me, this forward air, if you asked me where it was going to send me, I couldn't tell you. I wasn't sure if it would hit me off the platform. I wasn't sure if I would hit here. I wasn't sure if I would tech here. I wasn't sure if I would tech roll left or right. I don't know if I'm going to get up attack. I don't know any of those things. What I do know is that you should have done drop down float or dash. Or you should have experimented with, I'm doing a forward air, and if this hits, I should try X, Y, or Z and see how that feels based on if Fox does X, Y, or Z.
Okay.
But you were standing still, so you learned nothing. So next time you do this float fair, you have no more data than you did the last time. That's the problem.
Okay.
So, what I'm trying to push is you're way too intimidated right now by the specificity of a lot of melee stuff. And I'm kind of not sure why, because you're really good at other games, and I think you might not realize the specificity that you learned in those other games and how they rewarded you.
No, you're right.
Okay.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Melee's hard as fuck, though. I don't want to sound mean about it.
No. I mean, I don't think it's like super hard for me to fix the stuff that I'm struggling with now. It's just that there's like, it feels. I think it's the matchup spread that's more overwhelming to me than learning the game itself. I think, like,
it sounds like you're trying to learn too many matchups at once.
Yeah, I think probably. I don't really know how to find. Like, I struggle with like just playing the same character over and over again. Not because I get bored. That's not really a problem. It's just like finding people that are down to play like a bajillion games. Like, I'm pretty good against Falco. You know what I mean?
Right.
I beat Warm drunk as shit.
Yeah.
So like it's like I've all I do is play Falco all day, so I don't mind grinding the same matchup. But like I will play Fox once every blue moon, and every time I'm like, God, this character frustrates me. You know what I mean? Like I said, play some of my skill level where I actually hit punishes and stuff. Like I just struggle with the defensive play, like I told you, and then you know, yeah, I definitely see my problems playing you. That like I just feel like weak out of like hitting you in general.
So like this forward air into standstill, like. This isn't what I'm explaining isn't going to be the perfect example because it might not be true, but because you've played against Falco a lot more, that forward air you might like subconsciously already be knowing how to dash and float after that, but because it's Fox you're not used to it as much.
I honestly think I just buffered. I think I just held a button
and I missed the like dash, exact situation is kind of besides the point.
Yeah, sure. I'm just saying, like, I definitely feel like I'm intimidated by Fox or Falco knocked down at like the platform length when I have to run up and like do like the buffer and guess if it's going to be roll away, get up, shine, you know, like the actual tech chase itself. I think I'm struggling with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, because like when I walk up, I don't know how to deal with get up, attack, roll away, get up, shine, spot dodge. Like all that stuff is really difficult. And I think even whether I didn't mean to dash there or not, like that's something that I struggle with a lot against Falco as well. Like I'll miss that tech chase quite a bit.
Okay.
I can believe that. I know a lot of this stuff I can Uncle Punch, so.
I practice this shit just on unranked. I do not use Uncle Punch. I'm not gonna lie. You can practice this stuff in friendlies more than you think you can. You should Uncle Punch. I do not wish to set the example that you shouldn't Uncle Punch, but everything that I'm describing you can figure out just in friendlies against people a lot worse than you or better than you or randoms online.
I don't think that fair was a bad idea. I think it was okay.
Any fair that's hard to punish the startup of is allowed.
Okay.
You started really far away, and yeah, let me go to like right when it starts.
Okay.
This is the frame that you decided to fair, and then once you start the fair, you can mix up whether you do it in place or forward or backwards. And if I do a running dash attack here, and I mean, I might have been able to hit you on the start of this, but I'm not sure. But I don't want to risk that because you might do a float nair or you might down smash. So because I'm intimidated by nair and down smash, that gives you the space to set up this fair, and then you get to mix up where you get to do the fair. So I don't think there's anything wrong with this fair. I'm curious if you thought it was going to hit at this distance or not, though.
No, I did. I thought you were gonna walk in or something. That was my
Oh no, dude! I love standing still.
Yeah, okay, not gonna lie. I'll play Kuno. Like I play Kuno a bunch. Kuno is the most frustrating player for me to play against because that's exactly how things go. Like she sits still or baits me, or will just do like a quick wave dash back or something. Like it feels impossible for me. Like the problems I'm telling you, it's like the defensive play when they play, and then when I get rushed down, I don't know what to do. So those two things for sure. Like we talked about like the timing delays. Kuno's all timing delays. Kuno fucks me so hard on that stuff.
Kuno's so good at that.
Yeah. I feel like she's in my head when we play.
Yeah, no, she is. She gets in everyone's head. She's wild. So okay, so let's say it's me or Kuno Fox sitting right here and you're cornered. Do you have a list of options in your head of what you can do? Have you like thought about this specific situation?
So I do think about ways to get out of corner. Yeah, like I can jump backwards. I can double jump land on side plat. I can fair here. I could wait. I can just sit for a second and shield and wave dash back. I could, you know. I mean, there's a lot, but yeah, I could take space over in there. But you're 20%, so I want to hit fair, or I want to get above you. I think on side plat.
I think you're not treating being a disadvantage as a distinct enough state from a state where you should be trying to get a hit. When I'm cornered as Peach against Fox, getting a hit is extremely secondary. It's like 5th in the list of goals I have in that moment.
Okay. I think if I saw Laud play, unironically, I think it's full hop backwards and they just like air dodge back on or just do some weird mix up like you're talking about. Like, you know how you treat when Fox is invincible? I guess it'd be similar, right, in terms of getting out of corner. So,
because getting the hit isn't as important as like resetting a little bit, resetting the pace, resetting the neutral.
Yeah, if we watch the Laud VOD, I bet if Laud's in this position, he might scrap if the Fox commits, but otherwise I think Laud might actually just full hop backwards.
Full hop backwards is fucking broken. Yeah. Full hop backwards is really good.
That's probably what it is here. I see Laud do that a lot. You just brought it up and now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. So I do it after, right? But I can use it to just escape the situation. I think this fair is good, but the next one after my light shield, I just need to try to get out.
So what I was gonna point out is that this fair was good, but immediately after, you dash in and shield, which is interesting. I think after this fair, what do you think your options are?
Let me see again. I dash back, maybe. I don't know. I think I just go. I don't know. I mean, shit. I think I don't know how to. Like, this is my problem. I don't know how to react to the situation because I feel like we're back where we started. So I think I just go again. You know what I mean? That's probably. I think I just be more patient and go again. Like full hop backwards is good again if I don't get caught. Like if I see you dropping from platform, I could try to get back into center stage or something.
I think that full hop back is one of the good options here.
If I know if I can read you, I mean I'm too high percent, but like dash attack's good here too.
Okay, let's say you dash attack and I read it. What can I punish it with though?
Just like I mean I'm at 90%. Can't you just back air me or drill me? Drill just works for free, right?
Drill is medium free. Back air super will not kill you yet.
Okay.
Back air isn't close to killing here.
Yeah, I mean, if I put against another Fox, it'd be drill. I think.
Okay.
From my experience,
I think drill is a pretty good one.
I could walk forward and wave dash back too. Yeah, I guess. I think if I was playing, I would either full up. If I could like rethink this, it'd be full up backwards. Right? I'd walk in forwards and then wave dash back. So.
Dash and shield, roll to corner.
Yeah, that's. Do you think I'm just too scrap oriented? Like I want to fight too much?
You want to fight way too much.
Okay.
You're like so concerned about getting the hit because I think you're. So you know how a big part of these kinds of games is you want to look at your opponent.
Yeah, I watch you play. Like I'm not looking at myself at all.
Right. I think what you should look at, as much as you're looking at me, you should look at where I am and what's around me. Looking at what's around me is as important or more important than looking at me.
Okay.
I think you're playing this game a little bit like every stage all the time and every scenario is just FD. You're playing this game like Street Fighter.
That's fair.
You're playing this game with like a Street Fighter, but there's no corner. Which is a very interesting game and a game that's worth getting good at. But I think a lot of your weaknesses are coming from that like fixation.
How so?
How so? Because I think you're not respecting the like different quadrants of the stage. And how much that changes the game. A Street Fighter with like no corner, the like whole like Hadouken mix up changes because you can't keep jumping backwards forever. But you kind of treat it like you can keep jumping backwards forever, but you can't because you run out of stage.
Okay.
I think probably, I'm guessing based on the way you play right now, that you sometimes forget to hold center. Is that a thing that happens?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm right about this. You gotta. Okay. I think that the way you're playing right now could make more sense if you played a Spacey. I think Spaceys can play this way, but you're Peach. But you're Peach surrounded by Spaceys. I think that they're infecting you. I think that they're a bad influence.
I think it's because I played Falco before this, and I think I'm just when I play Nebula a lot, Nebula says the same thing. Like I give Nebula center stage back too much, and I understand the concept. Or like I definitely get why it's important to hold center, but I don't I don't see the synapses in my brain going off whenever I see it going away, or when I overcommit. I see it like after when I'm like, oh, I just gave that away for nothing, and I go, okay. So I don't have like the value, I guess, of center.
Yeah, I think you're not getting punished that much for it, and you don't like focus on the significance of it. And I think that, so like in the same way of like Armada drop fair nair whatever, that happens from center, and he has a very streamlined punish game from center. Maybe you should consider like focusing your punish game less on edge guards and combos and more on what happens if I get a hit in the bottom middle of every stage against every character. Like, what is my flow chart there?
Okay.
And the like difficult thing about that task is that those flowcharts are going to be less strong than the ones at the corner. They're going to be a lot less fun than the edge guards. They're going to be less fun than the combos where they don't want to DI off stage. But if you can combo as best, like comboing, so edge guarding exceptionally isn't as valuable as comboing very well from the center.
Yeah.
And I think that you're over focused on the other stuff.
Well, from me playing everybody in friendlies at Q House and stuff the past few times, everyone kind of agrees that, like, my edge guards are just like super duper shit, but like my neutral, I guess, like when I'm not playing you, is pretty good. So like I'll play Ali J or something, right? And Ali J, like, we play every game. It's like last stock, I'm playing pretty well. He's like, yeah, you're punished, and like your tech skill and your neutral is good, but you always let me back. Like, and I think that's stemming. I think he has the same idea as you do. I think it's stemming from me not understanding how to play center.
I think everyone uses different words for these kinds of things too. Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
No, you're good. I think it's like I'm understanding both ideas, but they're coming from the same thing. Like I might need to just focus more on holding center and understand the value of having stage, and then playing that better more often. And then I'll have edge guards more frequently, and I can get better at those.
Yeah. That's like so this is like fundamental stuff of you, like if you build a fundamental house in the center, then like everything else, once you're here and then off stage, it all makes sense because of the power of the fundamental center.
Okay.
So
it's like I'm trying to focus on openers instead of end game first.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on my openers and not my end game.
Yeah. I like
that.
I think you're focusing on so your openers, opponents' openers, your end game, their end game. Your order of which of these things are important is wrong.
Yeah.
Like, these have to be way more up here.
It's weird because in melee it's reversed, but yeah, like my end game is my center stage of my beginning combos and setting up punishes and stuff, and like being able to actually reliably get them off stage. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, melee's on its weird backward shit with that.
Yep. Okay.
So here, let's look at the way I'm playing, like from the start. I'm like, center. I have center now. Hooray. And then I'm like, oh no, you have center. I'm going to fight to get Peach out of center.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, Peach is out of center. And every time I jump in combos like this, even if you DI'd my my up tilt all the way to the right, I would have still jumped a little bit left because I want fucking center. I love center. So I might have actually missed this up air. I might have had to go for like a jump back air instead. But yeah, this up smash, I knew that you could forward air me, but I knew that if you did forward air me, I'd be forward aired to center. I love being forward air to center. That's not a big deal.
Mm.
But I think you feel like you got an opener. But I got center. And now we're back at center, and now I'm pressuring you on the platform. It didn't work out, but that's why I'm just sitting still. I fucking hit you off stage.
So I should just be trying to take center there more. So like when you're trying to drop from side plat, I should be trying to contest to a degree, or at least like fighting for it. So like if you drop from plat, I get wave dash back, down tilt, down smash, fucking whatever Peach does, right? Fair, whatever. And I should be trying to fight you more for trying to take it away from me. Do people like if I play people that aren't you? Is this gonna do something that's like valued because we're playing the conditional game of both of us are trying to fight for center, or is it just valued because it's a better position for me and it's just a fundamental thing?
I don't think I fully understood the question, but I think the answer is it does both.
Okay.
So here, I'm not sure. I'm also not a Peach main, but here's what I'm gonna like guess what Laud might do against my Fox right here. I think Laud might drop down lower than you, float in behind my up smash, hit me with the first frame of Nair and start fast falling, and then have me be out of Nair hit stun here while he's landed right there. And then now he's in center. Can
we watch? Because I never really have people to watch Peach matchups, so we can watch that too. You can say whatever you want. I'm just offering, but like if there's
I love watching these sets. I find them super informative.
Well, that's Ruben's crazy. What the hell? Wait, what? Sorry, I'm so distracted. What the fuck? He has so many Pokemon.
Good for him. He's a doctor. He can afford as many Pokemon as he
just
wants.
like not expect his room to look like that. Sorry, we watch. Also, I do know Peaches go for a lot of full hop reads too, so I don't do that either. It's like the Armada. It's full hop up air.
Here, this position is a lot like the one we're describing right here, where Fox is in a little bit of lag and doesn't want to like move immediately. But in my case, I'm in up smash lag. In Hax's case, he's in shield lag. So in the same way I said that I think Laud would do like a Nair and then move to center, he does this bear to cover a jump and take center. He doesn't even hit Hax's shield. He could have hit Hax's shield with a dare or a falling forward air, or he could have gotten a platform, or he could have done a million different things, but he just wanted fucking center because center's juicy.
I do see that now. He tries to read full hop. That's so nasty, actually.
You got to stop looking for openers.
What do you get out of the full hop up air when you're reading that jump at zero? Though, like I don't.
You're asking me about openers. You gotta.
Okay, sorry.
You gotta be careful about that.
Okay.
Look at positioning, not openers.
Okay.
So also, Laud does this jump and he gets hit by this Nair and he SDIs the Nair in to be in center. He's just doing like every scenario, negative or positive, he's moving it so that he can end up in center somewhere. This is a big Peach thing. Is this bear, which covers really bad side B, have the hitbox out, and then milk the end lag of bear and your float time so that you can land a full ledge dash distance away and be able to dash to center. So that whole like bear sequence was also just for center. All of it is.
Okay.
Laud is upset now because he lost some center and he's gonna try to fight for it back. And he got it back by threatening some forward airs. And none of this has anything to do with openers, but it's why he's 22 seconds into the match and they've only hit each other like 2 or 3 times. That's just how Peach plays. Peach doesn't look for openers. Peach fights for position. You might be playing the wrong character.
No, I want to play Peach for sure. I'll change.
Okay.
Play Peach.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Okay, I'm following. I always wondered why he'd do that shitty Nair, to be honest, but I kind of understand now. I don't get this next Nair. The full hop backwards into. Oh, it's after the shield pressure. And he gets the down smash or whatever.
So he does Nair, down smash.
Yeah, that is clean. Yeah, it's this next Nair where he does the full hop backwards and then double jump snares forward. I don't understand how that never gets like murdered. It's this next thing he does.
You're asking questions about your opponent's openers right now instead of positioning.
No. Like the Peach, like he's doing it the whole center, right? But I'm like,
you're it. Okay, all right. We can talk about that Nair. Mm,
I know this is like an opener thing, but I see him do this all the time, and I just don't understand. Like, is it just because he's trying to bait Fox to dash in, and then he hits Narrow? Like, I just don't.
okay. I think the way this works is Fox has started. Excuse me. Fox has started shielding in the corner. Fox's shield is slowly shrinking, and Fox, once his shield gets shrunk to a certain point, he can get down smashed. So Laud knows that Hax is on a timer to move out of the shield, and it's probably going to be a wave dash forward, or a jump waveland forward, or a jump waveland down.
Okay.
Those are the three things that are going to happen at 7:33. One of those three things is probably going to happen, or wave dash down. All of those wave dashes do not quite have the frame data to punish the snare, even though the snare isn't float canceled, but it covers the wave dash in and it covers the jump wave dash forward.
Okay, so because I know he's using it to hold center. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I know, like, I'm not trying to ask it as like, oh, like, how does he start his combo? I'm just trying to figure out why he throws this here. That's all.
To cover the different wave dash and stuff.
Yeah, got you. Okay.
Wait, what the fuck happened? So here's this snare. This is another big thing. So Peach is a timing call out character. I was talking about this about like Ganon and Bowser for order stuff too. So Peach knows Hax is kind of trapped up here and is at knockdown %. And if Laud can call out what Hax is about to do next, then Laud gets a big opener. But if he misses, he's also safe because he's abusing Peach's strengths of air drift and like floatability stuff. So he goes for a timing call out that is specifically fading back that lands him in center in the air right there. So this is what Bowser and Ganon are less good at. They can't do that rising call out and land in the same spot with as many options as Peach can. But Peach, after her timing call out, because of all the stuff she can do, gets to get away with it. And then get this follow up, even though Hax made a like non-specific mistake. Yeah, and then
wait for center, or just take center back again instead of try to overplay the edge guard because it's dead already, or the edge guard the combo.
Yeah, cover tech in place or tech in with full hop up air, fade back after the up air, back to center. We saw that position earlier.
Yeah.
This is not a good position for Peach. There's no right answer. There's just a bunch of different wrong answers.
Yeah. It's just trying to get back and sit on the fucking ground for a second. I know that. That one's bad.
Okay, so what Laud does is he lets himself get shined back to ledge. This is like a strategy. Is you can like get shined on purpose, land back on ledge to reset.
I do against Falco a lot to get out of combos.
You get shined by Falco on purpose?
Yeah, like sometimes like if you're like middle high percent, like you just get shined so they stop hitting your shield so you don't get back aired or nared on the ground or something. Just so you can get out and like go to the top of the stage and play again. It's good sometimes. But yeah, I don't think about it like that with Fox and Ledge.
Okay. Yeah. Where did I? Yeah, when Fox cross up nair with Peach's shield, wave dash in, light shield roll, jump nair. He did the jump nair one. He had this list of options of stuff he could do. And
why am I able to jump nair cross up but not like an aerial in my face? Is this frame data?
You can, but so whenever they're in front of you, you also unlock shield grab, which you don't normally have, which is always a little bit faster than the nair. So you can jump nair when they're in front of you if you feel like they might not be in grab range.
Yeah, so I'm asking, is the cross-up nair, is that going to have worse frame data than them just nairing me in the face?
It's the same frame data. It's just positionally different. It just changes the heat map.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay,
yeah,
cool. Yeah, look, fucking nair Fox off stage, throw a turnip, run to the center of the stage. Wave dash into center. Just hang out in center.
Oh yeah, this is one thing. So I started doing this, and then everyone said my edge guards are bad, and I was like, well, like this is Laud does this. Like Laud won't edge guard Falco or Fox. Like Laud just, I mean, he will, but not that often. Like not when it's not guaranteed or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, half of the game of edge guarding is guessing, checking, and eventually learning where you can't edge guard because you can't hit everything.
Okay.
So you're probably like overcooking edge guards where you used to undercook, but the answer is going to be something.
That's better. That's better for right now, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think that overcooking at your like position is a better spot to be, but just understand that it won't be like that forever. Oh, and then here's Fox invincible. Pulls a turn up, full hop, dash dance, full hop away.
Yeah,
still has a float, still has an air dodge, and then lands with a back air.
I think I just fundamentally lack patience, and I'm not seeing some things in the scope. No, like honestly, yeah, it's just. All right. Yeah, I just lack patience on a lot of this stuff because like I don't see it, but it's because I don't even have the frame of reference to understand that. I just need to wait.
It's
sometimes.
Hard. All right, we are at an hour and 6 minutes. Do you have any last questions?
What's my game plan for like if I practice stuff in friendlies for like the next like 2 weeks and I talk to you again? Like what do I work on? Like what do you want to see that's different? Like what should I have answered? Whatever you think.
Your homework is have a list of ideas of what to do when your opponent is invincible. I want you to have a better idea for knockdown tech chases on platforms.
We talked about center stuff.
More specific ideas for different platform positions.
So that's
on plat, when off plat, when opponent on plat, when opponent off plat, when under, when over.
So like this is referencing like when Law did that nair to cover 3 things center stage and then did the up air to cover tech in and tech in place or whatever, right? Having ideas.
That's part of it. I think it's a lot of treating these like they're a bunch of different games. I think you're treating too much of Melee like it's all one game.
Yeah, I generalize a lot.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah,
that is a dangerous habit.
Okay, so like just think about I can go through options like Fox is above me, I'm below him, right? And he's a knockdown percent or not a knockdown percent. I gauge those two, and then when off platform, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you got it.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for the lesson. I had a good time. I hope you did too.
Okay, so probably how long do you think I should work on this stuff before we talk again? Like, what do you think's a good timeline? Like, how many games or hours or like what's your general rule of thumb for like?
Man, I don't know.
I mean, I play a lot right now, so you can tell me like how much time do you think it was like reasonable for me to work on this stuff for me to improve at it before I talk to you about it again?
You can talk to me about it whenever. I don't know.
Okay. in league, we're very rigorous on these things. You know what I mean? It's like a game amount that we usually go through.
I'm charging you $20 for an hour and a half of my time to talk about the funny children's party game. You can just ask me about it. I don't know. Okay. I'm not that important.
All right.
I'm gonna end the recording here.
Okay.